This is Border Television, broadcasting to Cumbria, South Scotland, the Isle of Man and North and West Northumberland, from the Colbeck, Selkirk and associated transmitters of the Independent Broadcasting Authority.
Hello and welcome. In this episode of A to Z of National Bus Company Subsidiaries, we look at Cumberland Motor Services. Until 1974, Cumberland was a county in its own right, situated in the northwest corner of England, right up on the border with Scotland. In 1974, this was changed and this area became part of Cumbria, although Cumberland remains the name of an administrative area within Cumbria itself. This is a rural part of the country and, amongst other things, is very well known for the beautiful Lake District, Cumberland sausages, and being the home of the Leyland National factory. In October 1912, the Whitehaven Motor Service Company first started operating charabancs on a regular service between Whitehaven and Cleethorpes Moor. The first buses the company operated was a second-hand Arrol Johnson and a commercial car charabanc. In 1921, British Automobile Traction bought a 50% shareholding in the company and renamed it Cumberland Motor Services Limited. With the BAT involvement, expansion came very quickly, and within a short time, Cumberland was serving Carlisle, Cockermouth and Keswick. In 1927, the company's first double-deckers turned up, and these were of the rather unsuccessful Guy FCX 3-axle variety. Cumberland became a Tilling and British Automobile Traction subsidiary in 1928, and LMS, London Midland and Scottish Railway involvement came from the end of 1929. During the 1930s and the 1940s, the company standardised on Leylands, a policy which remained unchanged after ownership passed to the Tilling organisation in 1942. Cumberland continued to buy Leylands until 1953, some of which had Eastern Coachworks bodywork, and the last traditional Leyland that they took was not withdrawn until 1971. From the mid-1950s, the Tilling influence started to make more of a mark on Cumberland though, with the company taking the then Tilling standard Bristol ECW models such as the low-decker and the Bristol RE. The company's livery at this time was Tilling red and cream, but upon the formation of the National Bus Company, this was changed to National Bus Company Poppy Red. With the National Bus Company came the Leyland National, and Workington, which was within Cumberland's operating territory, was chosen as the place where the factory was going to be built due to the high unemployment in that area. And in fact, the first Leyland National to be handed over to an operator went to Cumberland, and that was ERM 35K. By the mid-1980s, though, the end of the National Bus Company era was in sight, and Cumberland, along with all the other National Bus Company subsidiaries, were offered for sale. A young upstart company called Skipburn Limited from across the border in Scotland put a bid in for Cumberland and took control on the 23rd of July 1987. And of course, Skipburn Limited were the holding company of Stagecoach of Perth. And this was the second bus company in England that Stagecoach had purchased, the first one being Hampshire Bus. Although there were little changes initially, Stagecoach reviewed the company's Carlisle operations, which had originally been taken over from Ribble, and reduced the city's minibus fleet while they reintroduced crew operation with ex-London Transport route masters. Within a short time, the Stagecoach stripes had replaced the attractive red-based deregulation Cumberland Motor Services livery. Although this did make it easier for Stagecoach to transfer vehicles from one subsidiary to another, so you can see the point and the logic of it. Stagecoach also invested heavily in new vehicles. In 1988, Stagecoach bought neighbouring Ribble, and in 2001 it was all rebranded as Stagecoach North West. However, in 2011, with a further retweak of its operations and its names, it became rebranded yet again to Stagecoach Cumbria, and North Lancashire. And that brings us right up to date. I do hope you enjoyed this episode of National Bus Company Histories. As I always say, that there's many years of history gone into a 5-minute video, so there may be things that I've left out or omitted, and if so, I do apologise. However, if you did enjoy the video, please think of liking and sharing it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as it helps the channel grow and you'll receive notifications of when I release future videos in this series. And talking of other videos, you look like someone with good taste, so you might want to check out the other videos that are on my channel. There's lots of bus related goodies in there for you, as well as a few taxis and a few ferries as well, and maybe the odd train too. And I also have a Facebook group for this, and it's Jake SCOC on Facebook. Come along, subscribe and join in. Many thanks for watching. Bye for now.